Hi Aries, welcome to this space. Thank you so much for coming in and spending some quality time with me. Let's do a reading for you for the month of August. Hard to believe it's already coming up, but it is. Let's get some oracle cards for you, and then we'll get some tarot, and we'll take a look at what's going on. Okay, one more. Okay. So Aries, let's see what we have. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. Let's get a couple more. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. And Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Embrace the in-between. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot. Now this White Raven Spirit, it looks like you need to have trust, okay? Trust in spirit, trust in source, trust in your higher self, trust in the magic. But now it's also saying that you need to set healthy boundaries. So that might be time to stop, take a look, and see where those boundaries might need to be improved. Okay, here you have the Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Three of Wands, and beautiful, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Empress. And let's get a few more, and then we'll talk about it. Alrighty, let's see what we have. Knight of Wands. Page of Swords. And here you have the Page of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Swords. So just looking at this quickly, it looks like there is a problem somewhere during this upcoming month. And just to let you know, it can extend out or be a little shorter because everybody's different. So it all depends on you, really. Just remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind because it does not apply to you, right? All right. But it does look like there's a potential problem that needs to be addressed. And I'm sure that's why you have set healthy boundaries here. Okay, so let's go by the columns. The White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. It is here. And that magic can come from within you, your higher self, spirit, angels, people that you trust. It can come from anywhere, but do have trust in the magic. It makes a big difference. The mindset that you carry with you is huge, okay? Now down here you have the Page of Swords, and you also have it over here. So the Page of Swords is a few things. One, it's a potential opportunity that is coming in for you. And the Page of Swords is beginning to see clearly, think clearly, use their wisdom. And in this image, you can see these light bulbs. So you could be having light bulb moments, you know, like, oh my gosh, I didn't see this before. I can't believe it, but I see it now, right? It could also be a message. And if it is one that's got insight. But so, remember, trust in the magic. And here, you have the opportunity to do just that, which has the potential to be kind of a surprise to you. The Knight of Wands is you going for your goal. Whatever it is that you really are desiring, this is you going for it. So, you're putting trust in the universe and starting to see things a little differently than potentially what you did before. And enough so to where you're believing what you're saying, so you're going for this goal that you truly want. Now over here, set healthy boundaries. So there's something going on in your world where either your boundaries are being tested, or you haven't set them, or even if you have, maybe there are people, situations, businesses, your workplace, relationships that don't know of those boundaries or are choosing to ignore them. But this says set healthy boundaries. So I tend to think it's that they would more than likely not be aware of them. Okay, here you have the Hangman. So it might be that you're, a little uncertain of your boundaries, or potentially uncertain of who might not know what they are. This is you having questions that you need answers to. And, taking the time to just spend with you and your higher self, your intuition, your knowledge, your wisdom, to find the answers out to this. And again, you have the Page of Swords. So this can be very enlightening. And it is your truth. You're beginning to see. So by you going in and evaluating, you're going to be coming up with some revelations that are really needed. And the reason I say they're really needed is because you have this, right? So you have some things here, some energies here, that make me feel like this is important. Okay, now over here, you have turned knowledge into wisdom. So that can still definitely relate. There might be some experiences that you have had that would give you clues to this need for setting healthy boundaries. Okay, so think back about what you've been through and maybe why you've been through it, and see if there is a boundary issue. Okay, now down here, the Three of Wands is talking about what you want is here for you. It could be like your ship's coming in, but what it is that you're truly wanting is here. You just have to go get it. And now the Nine of Wands is saying that you've been protective, defensive, you've been on guard. You are willing to do what you need to do. Okay? So you're very protective over this. Now here, you have embrace the in-between. So this is a few things. One, embrace the in-between can mean that you're leaving something behind and going forward with something else, right? It's that in-between space. What are you going to do with that in-between space? Probably go in and figure out what's going on and the correct action you need to take, and then going for it. Now, what's in the past, it is gone, it is done, it's in the past. What's in the future hasn't happened yet. So take that quality in-between time, which is the now, and make the most of that you can. And here you have the Empress. The Empress is a powerful energy, and it's all about receiving the love, the happiness, the creativity, the understanding. It's a wonderful, wonderful energy. So you're going to find a lot of what you need and want, it looks like, in this in-between time where you're figuring everything out. You're going to be using your wisdom, right? Answering the questions that you have. Now over here, you have this Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is a hurt heart. And over here, you have the Page of Swords twice. You know, all these are all three swords. Here is starting to see the light. This is such a good image of it. Starting to see the light. Understanding. You know, researching if need be. Gaining the knowledge and the truth that you need, which can give you the enlightenment that you need. So this energy can talk about being hurt. It can also talk about, because you can see here, the clouds are above the swords. So this can be hurtful, you know, this could be tears, but it could also be there was a time when you did not see clearly. And you see the big difference here. There are not all these clouds just above her like they are here. Okay? So, since this is a general reading, it could be different. And I'm sure it is different for all of you. But this is either something has happened, like somebody crossed your boundaries potentially. But it could also be that you were not seeing clearly until now. Now things are starting to become clear, whether this is hurt or not seeing clearly. You know, you're starting to understand. So you're going in to find the solutions. And it looks like healthy boundaries are part of this, and turning your knowledge into wisdom. And do have trust in the magic. You know, don't have doubts about this process. It will bring enlightenment, and when you set those healthy boundaries, it's only going to bring good to you. Okay. Let's find out what the universe would like to share. And this can definitely be helpful to you, because what they're going to share is what they feel will help you with this process. Maybe it might be confirmation or telling you something that's important, etc. Okay, this is saying you need to bring in the balance. If people are not respecting your boundaries, or a person, you know, or a group, things are not balanced. So it's important for you to not only set your healthy boundaries, but let them be known. Of course, let them be known with love, but you don't have to say anything unless somebody's trying to cross them, but then you probably should, because things need to be balanced for it to be in the flow, okay? Here, you have a beautiful energy, the Knight of Cups, and this is going for what you love. Now over here, you have going for what you desire. Desire and love can be very close to each other. Matter of fact, I'm sure they are. So, you're going for this balance. Okay, now you have the Page of Wands. So, can you see here, what you desire and what you love is a focus. You know, you want people to respect your boundaries. And it's not just about boundaries. It's about what's okay with you and what is not okay with you. And people do need to respect that. Okay? Ah, beautiful. And at the bottom, you have Justice. Here at the first part of what the universe wants to share is balance. And the last is balance. Okay? So the universe is trying to stress upon you, it's very important to do this. When you have balance in your life, things are going to run so much more smoothly. And this can also say, if there has been an injustice, justice is here to help bring in the balance, to help make it right for you. Okay? Now, I think it might not be a bad idea to take one more card for the Three of Swords to see if we can get an idea if it is hurt or if it is not seeing clearly, or potentially a combination of the two, which it could easily be. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Now you have 3 knights. So for me, this has potential to be both. Let me explain. First one is you are going for your goal, and your goal is your truth. Okay, so it could be that, okay, over here you're getting all this enlightenment, you're starting to see. So it's important for you to go for your goal of seeing the big picture, letting your truth be known, setting your healthy boundaries, right? So this could be confusion, but it could also be that there have been people who have not been respecting your boundaries, and you are going to set that right. Okay, let's get a card from the Angel Answers to see what they would like to share, and then we'll close this out with a charm. And your very first card is Trust in the Magic. In other words, believe. Okay? Whatever's been going on, believe there are solutions, that things can be just fine. Okay? That's important. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, okay. Forgiveness. So what that is saying to me, it is possible that there has been somebody, or maybe more, who have crossed over your boundaries. And this is saying forgive them. You know, set it straight. Let them know what the boundaries are and potentially what boundaries they crossed. And, you know, you can do that with love. But forgive them. You know, oftentimes in our lives, we will do something or say something without even knowing that it is a trigger for another person. Well, the same could be said for others with you. It's possible that they didn't know. Now, if they did know, then you need to reestablish those boundaries, but still forgive, because that helps you. Not only does it help them, but it helps you. That way you do not have to carry that weight. Okay, let's close this out with the charm. So it looks like July has a little bit to do with setting some boundaries, which will benefit you. Oh, and look, okay, you have a heart with 2 doves. So again, this can mean a few things. One, it might be boundaries with your significant other, somebody that you truly care about. It might be, you know, very close to home. But regardless, this is saying that everything is going to turn out just fine. Okay? Thank you so much, and I really hope this helps. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.